What's cooking, boys and girls? Welcome back for part 11. This is a special episode as I had many requests about this topic. We are going to talk about CP gains. Well, I thought originally when I started the series that this was very straightforward, so I was just mentioning what to do, but I was not showing what to do. Well, it seems many people are interested in this topic, asked me better show what are you doing so we have a better understanding of the game and the CP gains. So I've decided to move this one step forward and make kind of a guide, a progression guide. And this way I truly believe by the end of this video you will have a perfect grasp on how to get CP, what's important, how to set goals, and everything related according to the topic. So let's dive right into it. If you open your inventory in general, well, the headlines are, there are two headlines, right? First headline is do content, right? Everything that we have shown, showcased within the spreadsheet as well, your weeklies, your dailies. And you don't have to open the boxes every single day. You have to open the boxes and focus on CP gains whenever you feel like you want to do that, alright? Because it might take some time, as you're gonna see over here. So it's up to you. You want to do that on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, it's totally up to you. So first things first, let's assume that I did content for 5 days. Which is basically not an assumption, it's an actual fact, because I've stopped opening packs from the moment I've noticed I had requests about this topic. Since the requests keep going, I've decided to stop and make a dedicated video regarding the topic. So, we open your inventory, right? I will go also through the settings real fast. If you press your settings, you can set everything for the dark energy auto absorption to abyssal. Alright, auto fuse crystal up to mystical. There are no mystical or yellow or purple crystals required for collection, so you don't have to worry, I've checked. For auto offer relics, you can disclude abyssal since you need them to enhance your relics. And first, Goblin's Blessing, item drop rate, second, Wisdom of Battle, XP gains on field, and lastly, Ease of Burden, which is the LT required for farming desert. That is something that we haven't yet unveiled, right? So stay tuned for that. And late game you will use the same exact thing to increase your branch damage, right? So save settings as well for that. Moving on to auto learn skill books, you should have that on. Auto craft holy vials of light, everything to max, right? Save settings. Auto fuse runes up to mystical, because we haven't yet completed full abyssal Hadum runes. Save settings for that as well. And if you want to also open, I'm sorry, probably this should be on the feeding options. So let's view them as well. Here you can also, on the auto select menu, click everything, disclude primals, because you might want primals for alt characters to gain more CP. Gear with crystals you don't care. And you can disclude also ship fittings, as we might need those when we decide to do Ocean, alright? For accessories, you can also feed relics, of course, abyssal, we don't care. Emblems, well, you can disclude relics, of course. Yeah, you don't want to feed by accident your abyssal ones. As I've mentioned, we need them for enhancement. And on crystals, sorry, on imprints, everything should be as it is here. Yeah, you can of course disclude primals, because we need primals is the highest rarity to implement into our gear. Now, let me open inventory again. I could just open chests, alright, and open everything, but I want to also mention some things so you guys have a better understanding. And for this specific reason, I'm just gonna deselect all and do them in swiftness, right? All those boxes that you see are feed for your black spirit, so you can open them freely, alright? It's not red feed, you don't have to keep it. Keep in mind as well, let me move it for a bit so you guys can see my storage. There are some items, many asked me about those things here. Keep them, there are 6 of them, you can craft each one for the representative piece. So for weapon, sub-weapon, helmet, armor, gloves, boots. And you can move your gear from plus 7 to 8 and 9 by having this recipe. I'm not sure if you actually need that. and you might also be able to do that without the crafting recipe, but it is what it is. Blessing of Goose, keep them. Alright, let me move here so you can see the items. A Blessing of Goose, keep them, of W. In theory, you need them to enhance your gear from +9 to 10. This is the most ideal scenario. Keep in mind as well that the item will be removed on the maintenance on the 4th week of March. So we have 3 months ahead of time to somehow make our gear +9, at least one piece, so we can use the Blessing of W's with the most efficient way. Primal Hadum Rune Selection Chests. You keep them until you have enough to obtain all of them 4 in total, right? So I have a selection one until I might keep it until I have 3 Primal Runes of Hadum, and then I will choose from the selection chest the one that I am missing. Those ones are very rare to find, so definitely I strongly recommend you to keep on those until you have 3 or 2 selection boxes and 2 of those, so you can get 4. You get the idea, right? I don't have to explain that any further. Dimensional crystals, of course, you can keep them because we'll need them to craft the next tier of crystals, Chaos and Eternal. They will work as fodder materials. This thing over here, Blessed Light for Crystal Selection Chest. What we need from here is not this one. Is it this one? When attempting to enhance Primal Runes +10 to up to +19, and this one is the... Yeah. We need this thing over here. This do not have an expiration date, so we keep this thing over here until we have a Primal Rune high enough so we can use it, right? You don't have to use it from now. Of course, I have locked all the Abyssal Energy until we have a decent amount of Dark Experience to use it. Glowing Roots are for Dream Horses. You can keep those in order for us to get a Dream Horse eventually. Same goes for this material as well. Those ones, Branch of Hope and Thorn of Greed, drops from Alieli Rift, Hadum Zarka, and Hadum, the other boss, I forgot the name. So you'll need them for the treasure, keep on them as well. I'm just keeping them because I've mentioned you should pick always the double bounties to get Artisan's Canes. This is the second most, well, one of the most rare materials, of the rarest materials to find if you want to min-max your outfits. The second best option is Shadow Knots. If you're free to play, you eventually have more boss stamps than you have Shadow Knots, so you should keep on that as well. Okiara's Blessing required to craft your +9 totem, so sorry, you can use it early on, but it's recommended to use it from +8 and above. We have a +8 totem, so when I feel like I want to try, this thing can be crafted into an Idolic Okiara Blessing, alright? You need 3 of those to get one of the Idolic ones, and we can try to enhance our +8 totem. And then from +9 to +10, so you keep those materials as well. This one, no specific reason to keep it, I just do it because I feel like to. All the potions, as you see, they are so heavy on us. They indeed consume a lot of LT, so that's why I have dropped them in the inventory. Those things, keep on those. If you find other materials, this is from mining, you'll find similar materials from foraging and logging. So if you, by accident, find those materials, keep them, we'll need them, right? All of those. This is the item required for the Siani quest, so that's why I'm keeping that. And of course, the soups, which I mentioned, are needed for pushing higher level of Black Shrine bosses, alright? Now, you might have also those boxes as well, Chaos Jewels and Akrad Selection Chests. Personally, I feel like it's more important to always pick the jewels, because Akrads are way much cheaper from the market in case we need to buy them, and they have better density in terms of dropping, so we can get way much Akrads rather Chaos Jewels. And you'll need also Akrads to enhance gear like the Chaos Relics, but Chaos Jewels are only important to craft gear. you don't use them to enhance gear. So you need a specific amount of jewels to craft all your gear, then you just need acrods. You'll need a lot of chaos jewels though, as well. And for example, here we have 10 chaos jewels, 34 acrods. So I'm just gonna take, even if I don't have enough, and we can actually obtain a decent density, I always gonna pick the chaos jewels until we have crafted everything that requires chaos jewels, and later on you can sell them on the market. Everyone is buying them, so that's actually a good way to make silver. And now the first thing I want to do is go down, alright? Don't be afraid to do that. Go to the general merchant where you can sell your junk. And always sell junk, alright? And also the expired items, we can't use them anymore, will be sold. We made a decent amount of money, 130 billion gold. And now next steps, always go to your skills, alright? Use your skill books, every single skill book. Soon we'll be on level 10 in 1 or 2 days in every single skill. And what you do after is to move all your boxes to your copied character and repeat the same process. And as a matter of fact, you'll also gain CP, because this thing over here works for every single character. You don't have to worry about it. As you see, some of my skills at this point can't be used since I have the skills level 10, but you can exclude max level skills here, right? You can't move them since I opened them and they are only available for Seonin, and use all your skill books. Boom, almost 218 level. After I get every single skill to level 10, I'll start saving books and move them to the copied character. Next up, go to your inventory, and you can always use all your XP scrolls. I will just use them all, doesn't really matter. 90 level, so we're gonna get a sweet juicy level. 100 CP always from XP, from getting a level up to 100, and then you'll get 200 CP from each level, which is actually huge. And this is why all the high CP players pushing for levels. Then let's go and open, of course, all our red ones. Another level, another 100 CP. Juicy, juicy, juicy. And then let me move my face, alright? What you can start doing in order for you to understand is go to your black spirit. Go. Let me move again because you probably won't be able to see it. Alright, I'm in a good spot. Auto select, alright? With the settings that we've placed. Auto select. Auto select. It won't feed the relics, don't worry. There is nothing else here to feed. However, you have those relics, alright? And those relics, if you feed them, you can get 2000 of those materials. You need those materials to enhance your badge. However, the pink ones can be crafted into chaos. If you go to the others, emblem, you can craft them with chaos jewels, or if you get an emblem schematic by doing the content, you can craft it immediately to chaos. If you have already a chaos emblem, for eternal, which is the last grade, you don't care that much, you can craft it with the materials that you already know, acrods, jewels, and void sentais. We're getting those from Everfrost. So what you want to do here, it's up to you though. I'll just drop you the knowledge and it's up to you to decide. Personally, I will do that because you can obtain more materials as free to play, is to craft chaos emblems and feed the chaos emblems, because you will get triple or 4 times the materials. I don't remember the exact number, maybe it's 11,000, not sure. After you feed everything to the Black Spirit as well, you can start from every single item and basically do things. However, the first thing that you should be doing is see all your gear. Do you have missing items? First, fill up all the missing slots. In my case, I have all of the items, right? And I miss one crystal here. One accurate crystal here. But sadly, if you go to crafting, material, this is for just demonstration, right? To a chaos crystal, you'll see that in order for me to craft, I need fluids. I have plenty of red crystals and I can make them into... Sorry, I have plenty of dimensional crystals. I can feed them and craft primal crystal fluids. It's not a problem for us, but we don't have abyssal crystals. Where can we find them? On Party Rush Uragon Temple, we can't do that as new players. On the World Boss, which is just 1 time per week, and Boss Rushes. So this is your next goal, alright? If you haven't yet done your Boss Rushes, for example, you can do them, but I will get to that soon. So this is our next goal, alright? Additionally, we're missing a crystal here. This is only from season, so we have to wait 2 more months for the new season, so we can get as well the crystal. Next up is you see again all your gear. Can you craft anything to a higher rarity? This is your next step. So we have everything to chaos, alright? What else is primal? This is primal. We needed to plus 40 in order to upgrade it to the next tier. But we have more pieces, like those ones, the pink ones, and those ones here. For example, and let's do this actually. Your emblem, right? I think it's time as well to craft it to the next tier. So, if you go gear, others, emblem to chaos, can you do it? Yes, you can. You have enough jewels. And you have enough emblems. Well, you just need one. So, if I register and craft it right now, there is a chance for... So you guys can see it. There is a chance for the emblem to succeed. I was extremely lucky, alright? This was godlike RNG to do it with the first time. Because every time you try and the emblem fails, you'll get one faded glory. And this is a perfect example of what happened now, so you guys can actually see it. This will also, of course, unlock us the next missions on the progression. Let's open and get all the rewards. We have basically obtained almost everything here. Complete new power. What is that? The Drigan mission. Alright, and this, I think after I upgrade everything on me, it's gonna be time to actually do those missions. Let's also use the knowledge. It's free CP. Always use those knowledge that you get. Now let's go back to crafting, since we've got those faded to other chaos emblem. And look at that. With 7 of those, we can craft a chaos with the already pinks that we've got. You probably have a lot of entries as well, and you probably have, or don't worry guys, if you fed them by accident, it doesn't really matter. You'll obtain a lot of pink while you're playing the game, and you can craft chaos, and you will see the difference now. Actually, what's happened is perfect for us, because I can showcase both scenarios, right? So if I go dark energy, let me go up and go here to the emblems, down, you see that the pink one provides me with 2600 of those materials, and if I feed the chaos, it's 8000. So it's basically almost triple the materials. Alright, so what you want to do with the pink ones is keep them until you are able to craft them to the next tier and feed the next tier, like I've done here, to get 8000 badge of glory instead of 2 point something. Alright, especially if you're free to play, this is something that you can do, and that will help you by a lot. So since, let's of course pick our achievements, since of course I can't do anything else regarding the emblem, there are not many things here. I can go to manage, of course, enhance, and now push my level as much as I can. This is actually great because every single character of us will get the CP boost from the emblem. This is family CP gains. Everything on the left is family CP gains. Everything on the right is character CP gains. So let's use all the emblems. You can also try and enhance from 11 to 15%, however you feel like to. There are multiple people doing that, enhancing at 15%, some people at 11%, some people at 10%. But I am the guy who likes consistency, and I don't like RNG at all. I want to know that everything that I grind in this game is worth it, that my time is not wasted, and I can guarantee my enhancement to the next tier. I think that was the last level that we can get by 100%. Yeah, we don't have enough materials. You can leave it this way, it doesn't really matter. And we'll go to the gemstones now, to also auto enhance. This thing over here doesn't get reduced so you don't have to worry. We have 123 of those. Alright, let me move to the left. And let me get some water. And I think I will stay on this account. Oh, we've unlocked also this gemstone. That was a mistake of mine. When you unlock the next one, try to enhance it and be on an equal level with the previous one, as the first levels are very easy to get. Anyway, next up, you see what I'm doing. Next up, we're going to the next piece. This piece cannot be upgraded to the next tier, to the next rarity, as we need it to its max level. I could also go and showcase you that, but it doesn't really matter. I'll do it after. Enhance it, of course. We have materials by farming in Nightmare, by farming in Land of Serihan. So now we just need one level to get to the max level. And if I go craft, alright, others, Charm of Succession, in order for us to get it to +4, to the Chaos grade, we need it to +4. So one more tier, the usual materials, as you see, and 3 of those amberges. And this is the sad part, alright? Cause to find those, either you have to kill Khan, which is an Alieli Rift boss from here. We have some extra energy, okay, doesn't matter. Or buy it from market. But sadly, this item specifically is very hard to find. I'll order one, just in case. And I would suggest you to do that. Just in case, if someone sells, I might get it. And for that specific reason, because that will take you a while, I've decided to shift a bit our strategy. And you can go to your mailbox if you haven't claimed them. Actually, can I claim them all? I'll just wait for the last thingy. Those ones actually expire in 1 hour, thank God, I've noticed. Alright, and we will shift our farming to Everfrost, alright? So we can use them all. And from now on, if you get those boxes, I know that we should be in general farming for Land of Serihan, but I didn't calculate how of a problem CP might be for new players. So until we can actually craft it to the next tier, well, you could wait, but we will waste so much time just by waiting to get the amberges. So it's better for us to force push as much as we can our eternal accessories. Alright, and you can get also Voids and Ties from Everfrost, and we're gonna need tons of Voids and Ties as well, and they are very expensive from the market, right? Almost the same money as 1 amberges, so you can make your calculation. So for now, this is the plan for the extra time that we are getting as well. We are burning on Everfrost to push our eternal accessories. Next up, alright, you have your relics that are still pink. Can we go to others? Relics? Can we craft? Actually, we can. The requirement was to have a relic +7, so you can make it a chaos. So we do have we will make the +8 that we've got. I need an AL, and you can also not available for gear that has late. Oh, and this is actually great, because when you want to upgrade your gear, like we want to do now, and you have already copied your character, you have to log in with your copied character, and this is a little inconvenient. You have to go here, where is it? Copy, alright, and deactivate copy, and we're gonna just upgrade one relic, so you can click it, unequip it of course, and deactivate gear copy. And if you do that, right, the item will be unequipped, and you have to log in again with your main. It's a little problematic, and this is why I was waiting until we have as many pieces of gear as possible in order for not wasting materials, because we will waste materials as well now, and additionally it's very inconvenient. Go others, relic, Chaos Relic of Hal. If you had, for example, I have a +8 Labrev, and don't tell me that the other one is also AL. I have one Siret and one Labrev which are the branches that you don't want, right? So this is a great opportunity for us to also swift the branch. So by doing that, going to relics, picking the AL now, but in placing here a +8 Labrev, alright? It will transform the relic to AL, and I will do the same from Seret to Ahib. Let me move again to see it, from Seret to Ahib. So we're gonna craft the next one and swift that as well. So let's go and craft the relic. We're gonna take some materials back because of the permanent event, the 7 and 10 to 1. Do we have enough to get the other relic? No, we need 2 acrats. In that case, since it's the last piece, alright, and just for the demonstration of the video, I'm just gonna craft the second relic as well. Alright, we go back to our Titan. Again, the same process, copy, deactivate copy, click the gear and equip it, deactivate. Sorry, select the gear again, deactivate the copy. You can leave immediately after the screen is off. Go back to your main character. And now we're gonna go to the market. Don't know where to move myself. It's consumables, and you'll go down here. Probably acrats will be available to buy. You see that they are only 6 billion. Alright, so we can just buy 2. 12 billion, it's nothing. But the relics also, beside the initial enhancement, they can also be further enhanced by using acrats. Alright. I wouldn't advise you to do that until we can craft all our gear, and when we see that we have extensive amount of acrats, then we will start also using this thing over here. Let me go in swiftness because I'm mad because of this, and try again one more time to buy 2 acrats. Well, for those finally. And then you go here, alright, and you take them back, take out. Let's take the jewel as well that I accidentally bought out of tilt. And we can go now craft others relic and craft also our Ahib relic. Exactly the materials, and we are done with the chaos pieces that we can actually craft now. We will get materials back, which is great. And let's see as well. Let me go here at the middle. Now we have all the pieces to chaos. This is something that we can't yet do. This is something that we can't yet do. So what's the next step in order for you to craft, alright? We need Void Sentize to get our accessories to Eternal. Because I remind you, the first priority is to always upgrade rarities, if it's possible. So for the 2 pieces, the 2 primals, we can't yet do anything. For everything else that's chaos right now, has to be moved in the Eternal gear. Nothing can be awakened, alright? And if you want, let me showcase that as well. Well, after you upgrade an item, always make sure that it is awakened. But the only pieces that can be awakened... Jesus. Stop being lazy, boys. Are the gear, alright? Accessories, the Harmony Stone, and the items, the Chaos Alchemy Stones, well, in the previous version. So basically the Harmony Stone, accessories, and the gear. The previous pieces can be awakened, and is required for you to do that in order to make them chaos. So you should awaken them in order for you to do that, and the game basically tells you to do that when you go to craft, for example, a relic. You can't make it to chaos if the item is not awakened, alright? So you come here to the blacksmith, gear awakening, right, awakening, and you'll see all the armors, all the accessories. This is the first thing that you should do with your gear, and of course somewhere here probably is our relic altar. Where is my relic altar? Ancient relic altar. Well, you can go also from your relics, awaken relics, and this is only available for abyssal and primals. And the alchemy stone from the alchemist lab. Those are the only items that can be awakened, if I'm not mistaken. From buildings. Yeah, from buildings. Awakening alchemy stone, right? Everything else, if requires an awakening, it's not gonna be from here, and the game will automatically tells you how. Since we are here, let's also upgrade our town hall. This is a great moment. What did we increase? Building. Our last garden spot. Let's place it there. And make sure, guys, always do that when you enter your camp. Always the food storage first. This is the most important part. The most important building to be upgraded, of course. Stables. We still got more food. Lazy workers all the time. Upgrade our ranch. Then we move down, because those buildings have a lot of tiers. Refining, and of course then we're gonna bother with the buildings, I'm sure, here. Probably we'll have enough food for almost everything. Yeah, 16,000 left. That needs 37,000. Whoa, that's a lot. Storage needs 23,000. So what can you do? You can just wait for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and go back to your camp. Let's see if we have a vitality worker to get. No. This is a vitality, I'm gonna get him. It doesn't matter if it's tier 1. Alright, and I'm gonna just end for now to continue. Alright. And next up, we talked about crafting, we talked about awakening, we talked about increasing the rarity. And now what you do is basically go all your knowledge at the left, which is family CP first. For Black Spirit, I told you, we already used everything and I'm not gonna waste any more materials. So basically we are just holding on the food. Otherwise, after you are level 150, you can use everything freely. We're not gonna wait for 150, we're gonna wait for a bit lower. For boss rushes, I have like 1 million, you can see it, sorry. I have like 1 million boss stamps and I should exchange and do them. But my OCD telling me to... This is a personal preference actually, you should do them all, right? If you can't do them all, you will get a lot of things. What I personally like to do is, if you see, I just complete one every day. And when I am done with them, I just exchange and repeat the same process. One boss every day. There is only one reason why I'm doing that. Because I have a very specific rotation within my dailies. And sometimes, like this event here, for example, where is it? That requires you to do 20 boss stamps. If you have exchanged and done everything, maybe the next day you don't have shadow nodes to do the exchange. Or the fairy skill requires sometimes to kill bosses from there. Even the bounty missions might be bosses from there, and it's like very convenient for me. This is the only reason that I'm doing that. Alright, and next up, but you should do them all. Next up, Ancient Ruins. For here, you should wait until you can clear difficulty 3. Alright, and if you need those materials, well, I'll just give you just this out of the imprints. What you can do is go here, memory imprint, and load everything that you have already. It doesn't matter which item you will implement inside there, because eventually everything that you see over there will be switched with primal versions. So what can you do is just fill the slots, go my inventory, alright, and click each item individually to see if you have a decent imprint. Well, I'm not gonna speak about imprints today, but just get something in there. Like those ones, the purple ones are insignificant, just place something there. And if you have excess of those, you can come here and feed the imprints as well. Alright, the gold ones as well, doesn't matter. So you can get some memory shards. And this way, when you go back to... I'm gonna just go from here so you get used to it. Ancient Ruins, right? You'll be able to do level 3. Actually, as a matter of fact, I might also do some level 3s later, because I have the materials. The reason for that is because you don't get chaos materials from level 2 and below. So your ultimate goal should be to aim always for level 3. In order for you to craft as well your chaos accessories, right? Sorry, your chaos lightstones. Next up, we've got world boss. We've done them all. Alright, we just wait. Rift zone. Alright, we already closed the gap to 350. So now you can freely go max and use all your mats. We had a decent bunch of mats. Never realized. Well, as I've told you, we were stacking for some days. So this is why. And today is Tuesday, which actually is a dead day. Only an update for us. So you can do that every Tuesday. Or you have nothing else to do anyway. And next up, let's move on to level knowledge. This one is something that you obtain by completing monsters, killing monsters on the field. I've already discussed about that. A great way to do this. Let's go knowledge. Let's move me somewhere that it's not problematic for you guys. You have your 3 scouts. Your scouts should be working constantly on those maps. As you see, all the Calfen is almost complete. I just missed the last territory. Baleno, Serendia, done. So you basically start from here, go to those 4 maps here. Then you switch to North Medaya and South Medaya. Almost clear. And your Hadum Valor should be grinding those maps over here. So now, since I've mentioned, this is something that I should do as well. It's free CP, so go Expeditions, Valor, Hadum, and you'll see this is a weekly as well. I've mentioned about that. You won't be able to do after Valencia, so I'm just gonna close this territory if I have enough entries, but I think there will be enough to just 100 this location. I can just work, you know, some locations from there, and then the scouts will be a problem for us because we don't have enough CP to send them to the current location that we are. So that might take a while, alright? So next up, we got constellations. I should do them as well. I have like 600. As a matter of fact, I will exchange everything and do them later. This is a lot of CP. I have overlooked completely this content as well. And you guys should run them all, right? It's a lot of CP. So many entries, we're gonna get so much silver out of it. So this is something that I should do as well. Probably it will end. I might get more than 200 CP actually from all those entries. Next up, Sylvia Gares, you know, the casual drill here. Overall, some more levels, extra CP. And of course, last but not least, your ferry. I've talked about your ferry. It's gonna take you a while. Currently, what's that? Oh, we can just send for an activity. It's fine. I mean, doesn't really matter. For your brooches, always enhance your brooches. Right now, I don't have enough materials. Actually, the problem is that we need, I guess, oh, we don't have enough? Uh-huh. I completely overlooked that as well. Alright. For the ferry, since we don't have brooches of this kind, and you can only find them by accident in the adventure, which is completely RNG to get. What you can do, yeah, that's a problem for real, but what you can do, you're not gonna buy them with black pearls, of course, but you can start using your friendship points. This is also an issue for you because I haven't mentioned about friends and all the social part, alright? But I will make sure to do that as soon as possible to help you guys also start getting up the lunar broods as well, and those are coming weekly. So that was a mistake from our part. We should have also bothered and focused with the friend section as well. Anyway, we have to wait there. The problem was that we can't advance our broods, our free-to-play broods, because we need max trade points must be above level 60, because we need this thing over here that says 14 out of 40 to go 14 out of 60. It will go after time we tinkle. We're getting 10 points, so 2 more twinkles and we'll get up to 60. So we just have to wait. It doesn't really matter. And now let's start the juicy part, which is the right section right here. First up, the easy part. Alright, you can go to your totem, a black spirit, enhance always. You'll have plenty of those roots. And as you level it up, it's gonna start to become slower and slower. Always on 100% for me. I don't think I can get one more level, maybe we can. Alright, we can. And we don't have enough for another level, that's for sure. And what else can we work on? Alright, let's start from the top. You could also try to enhance your gear to plus 11. Alright, we can try one piece to see how hard that is. Alright, let's go down here. Auto awakening of always. Target is plus 7. We're gonna place that from above plus, as it is, from above plus 5. We have 400 restore scrolls, so I guess we might get it. I'm gonna place restoration scrolls to be used after plus 4. And we're gonna also use those scrolls over here are the 50%. From plus 3 and above it's fine, and those ones for plus 1 and above, well, we could use it from there because the whole process requires a lot of materials and a lot of silver. We might be lucky also to get it per shot. 10% it's not that bad, and plus 7 it's not that hard, right? And we have a decent amount of materials. Worst case scenario, as you saw, is to get a lot of fails. Come on, so close, so goddamn close. But you see, we've got already like 2 or 3 times to plus 6. Okay. Boom, baby! It doesn't mean that all the other pieces will get to plus 7 that easily, alright? But you get the idea. The other material that I was talking about is this thing over here. So I feel like, yeah, I still have enough materials to try all my gear to plus 7. I'm not gonna do that now, but you get the idea, right? Next up, you're gonna go to enhance, and you're gonna press your gear. Let me move away. Alright. As I've mentioned in previous videos, what you need to do is go every piece individually now. You see that plus 40, those pieces down here are plus 20. So you can start working on plus 40 as well for every... You should restore here, alright? And you should work... We have like 2 million of those. There are not so many, but we can work our way through this. And get everything to plus 40. AP and DP, move on to the next piece, and you'll repeat the same process to accessories when we are out of those enhancement stones. In theory, we can get a lot of those stones from Sakatu, the Sakatu shop, but I haven't yet bothered with Sakatu that much because I'm waiting as well to get, I think, around 110 after we get the Black Spirit skill. I'll start also using the food and everything. The upper row, don't bother with the down row. You need the upper row to get everything to plus 40. You see I have actually I have everything to plus 40. So what I should start doing now is to get everything to plus 50. Yeah, we got 43.6. Now another important thing is, since we deactivated the items from the copy, alright, you'll need 2 of those items. And in order for you to get them, okay, general good vendor. Why can't we get them from there? Alright. It costs... Thank God it costs only silver. I thought we needed the other item, but thank God it costs only silver. So we can partial copy now those 2 missing items. And we just have to re-enter with our Titan and auto-equip them, alright? To get our CP back. We didn't get as much CP as I was hoping for, but it's a great start, of course. Next up, important as well, is to craft craft accessories, as we're trying as well to get all of our accessories. I can craft only 5. Alright, it doesn't matter. We don't have enough pages, enough lapis lazuli, which is always the problem. And you can go now to back to your inventory, select your missing. Did I craft the correct ones? I hope I did. Alright, and we are still trying to get the +6 to finish our set. Let's hope we get it with the last try. Nothing. We were lucky in previous things as it comes to RNG, so I'm not gonna complain that much. And moving down, right? By doing Darklands Black Sun, we also obtained multiple scrolls. Sorry, not scrolls, multiple of those things, Saturn Nocturnal Soul Stones. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna just buy as well the weekly things that I've mentioned in my previous video as well. So we got our tea. Let me move, I don't know where, probably here. It's a good spot. And of course, somewhere here. Let me check, I bought already the chicken soups. Yeah, the Black Shrine passes with black pearls. So we need this one as well. And of course, special selection soap, the 3 Shattering Moonlight Soulstones. Then go back. Of course, use our Everfrost time and go back to our Soulstones. Enhance, press them. Sorry. Is it Awakening Enhancement? I'm sorry. Go here and you start basically doing that, alright? Well, initially, you need a +3. Actually, we have enough stones to do that. So, it's the same exact thing. Until +3 you can restore. And since it's our first soulstone, if for example I fail, I have to repeat the same process for the next one. So just for the first one, until you have a greater one, what you can do is buy one more, alright, and keep progressing the stone to +3 at least. And then you switch the other stone, move it to +4. Then again, the second stone, move it to +4. And you repeat the same process until you have a higher grade. Eventually, when you... What the fuck? When you have one at a high grade level +6, 7, 8, you'll notice that you don't have to use the second one. Damn, man. The RNG of the Moonlight, the dark one, it's like really hard to do anything. We don't have much. How much we've got? I have only one left, so I'm gonna stop even to +1. We were unlucky, but I can still push. Well, basically, to be fair, even if I fail right now, I've got a +4. I think with 20 something, it's not that hard to get a +4. But I'm gonna stop here, and when I have like 50 or 60 of those stones, I'm gonna just repeat the process to get a higher roll. So moving on to the Hammond Stone, alright. Something that we can actually do is go here, since we have a bunch of restoration scrolls, but as a priority I feel like getting all our gear to +7 feels more of a decent choice to use our restoration scrolls. And of course you can use those to enhance up to whatever, and enhance also the stone. You might get one, you might get nothing. From Chaos Rift we'll obtain a lot of those materials and we'll be able to enhance the stone as well. Alright, the next thing that we're gonna do is bother a little with our family CP, and I think we're done. We can't actually do anything else right now, and we have to work again on our grinding in order to get the materials and keep pushing our CP as much as possible. So next up, I'm gonna also do a small trick here, which is the following. We're gonna craft as well a +7 totem, because why not? I'm gonna go to other totems +7. You'll see that you need 20,000 of those materials, or a +6 totem and 19,000 of those materials. Since I have a +6 from the previous season, I could easily do that and just claim like let's actually do it this way. It doesn't really matter. Somewhere here, as a +6 totem from the previous season is sitting, so we can go to our inventory and open 18,000. We don't have to use them all. And I'm doing this thing because when we have again 20,000 of those totems, we can craft the third +7, right? Some might tell you that if you RNG the totem, you might consume less than 20,000 and get a +7. I'll tell you for sure for +6 that might be the case, but for +7 I don't feel it's the case. So other totem, go here. If you don't have a +6 on you, you can just directly go and craft a +7 if you have 20,000 of those materials. And we're gonna craft, of course, our +7 totem. Find the box, open it, and we've got from the side missions a lot of those unidentified summon orbs. And we're gonna go here to the appraisal. I don't remember which one is this, so find appraiser. Yeah, it's the normal one. And appraise. We're not gonna praise them all, but I'm gonna praise just 5 because we need also those materials for a treasure. So you have to sadly be careful with those as well. This is a good roll. I wanted to have materials out of everything, so we happily got materials for everything. And as you see, we've got 6 wrath, 2 unities, and 1 salvation. We've already got +8 wrath, which is good. And I already remember that I'm missing. Actually, I don't remember. I have to go check. There is an alt probably here. It's not this one. It's this one, right? Missing a savior totem, right? So what we can do is to go to our +7, craft, others, totem, go down, find the savior, and place the +7. I'm just thinking, I don't want to fail, and make the +7 as a savior. Alright, and we can go back now to our totem. Combine. And remove the totem. This is the savior one. So what we can do is extract it. We will waste 300 black pearls, but just for this specific reason, because it's a red one and we just need some CP and we have like tons of black pearls, I'm gonna do that. Normally it's not that recommended to do that, but I don't feel it's a bad plan. Just for 300 black pearls, like it's insignificant amount. And now we're gonna go back to our Magu and equip, of course. Go back to our main. Find the +6 totem, get it. By the way, since I logged now with the alt, some things that you can do also with your alts to get CP, and this is what we're gonna do now, is also go and take where are they? The enhancement stones. This is the only thing that you need. Select mode, those ones, the big ones, alright? And of course, combine totem. Imagine if I accidentally took the wrong one. So this character also has... Though this is free from season, by the way, I didn't enhance anything, I just used from season, but the first season that I've done, for some reason, gave us only 2+6 totems once, and the other one was an entire primal with 3 totems, and this is what our main is wearing. Alright, so first things first, you can go with every single character, not everyone, but the basic 5s, alright? So I have to repeat the same process with my, not with my copied character, with the other 4 characters, right? Not all of them, but the ones that do not have those items. And just go buy once, it's very cheap, it's like 10,000 each, so you just buy one. You auto-equip them just to get 100 CP, it's something out of nothing. And also, you can, of course, enhance all the gear up to +40. It's gonna boost your alternate characters by a lot. And this is what we want to do now. I mean, we have to save as much time from our daily and weekly routine. And basically, when you consume just silver, restoration scrolls are there, but they're not getting consumed, don't worry. Only silver feels like okay, since we're not spending basically not even 1 billion to do that, and we don't have anyway on all our characters +40 gear. And if you move to your camp with your alt, of course, and go to your blacksmith, you can also awaken this gear. It just takes you some million, 50 million. It's like nothing. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's basically nothing. 20 millions. This character wears a Luthragon set. We obtained that by completing the Everfrost missions. And it's not a bad idea to also do that to your accessories. If it does consume only silver, which it does, it's an extra boost. And when it comes to silver, you shouldn't be afraid of. I mean, if it's something that's more than 20 billion, it starts to become pricey. But below 20 billion, it feels like you can farm in your daily routine the same exact amount, 20 to 30 billion, I guess. In that level, maybe later on it becomes more. So there is that. Alright, and then, as a last thing, for example, this is the copied character, I'm just doing a demonstration here. This is my alt that we just fixed. Alright, this is the alt that we've got everything from the current season. So season number 2, we've equipped everything there. So what I can do, not awakening of course the chaos necklace, the chaos accessories, because you need jewels for that. So I'm not gonna do that. I can awaken though the gear, and I can equip the two stones for the 100 bonus CP. Next character wears basically nothing, but we can work on that as well. I'll show you what else you can do. First up, if you complete as well all the Land of the Morning Light missions, you'll obtain as well 2 more Luthragon sets. So you can do the same exact thing to this alt. I still miss 2 missions to complete, and I'll have another set of Luthragon, so you can equip of course all the accessories. I accidentally took... this belt actually is a normal one, so I'm gonna just use it on my main. I accidentally picked it up, but also from your main, you should have on you those things over here. Epic to Primal, so I can unload this one, I can unload all those, 8, 9 and one of those. Leave here. I would advise to do that, what I'm doing right now, only on relics that are +6, alright? If they're not +6, not seasonal relics, and are +0, probably you'll switch them, but it doesn't really matter because those glyphs are coming like nothing. You will obtain so many with the Curse of Time, so you don't actually care about them. I mean, You could sell them also on the market, but I don't feel that someone is buying them now. And this is another good way to push your alts without consuming important materials, right? Because what we need to do is, of course, push our main to its maximum. The only reason we're doing that is to get a little family CP, get our family CP a bit higher, in order for us to complete more higher content to boost our main. That's the goal. Where are the glyphs? I didn't use them. And actually I got 2 abyssals as well. Maybe my main doesn't have full abyssals. No, he has. He actually has also a chaos glyph from an event. And there is nothing else that you should do at this point, alright? Everything else, every single material that we currently have on our main, we need it for our main. Everything that I'm using right now is excess materials that instead of throwing them to the trash can, we just utilizing a little CP. So we can, as I've mentioned, also awakening this gear. And I can repeat the same. This is actually the 3rd alt, so this is the 4th. So I can also go and take from my main the 3 accessories, the Luthragon ones that I've took and just equip them. Well, in general that was more of a demonstration of what you have to do. I didn't went through all of them because I need like 30 more minutes to pressing buttons, but you get the idea, right? We didn't manage to reach 45,000 CP, which was the actual goal, and this is our goal actually here. We've reached a decent amount of CP though, and the next part for me, and this is what I'm gonna do off stream, is to enhance all my gear to +7, with priority of course the armor, the helmet, the gloves, and the shoes, while we are grinding all the content that you have seen on the previous videos. For the emblems, we're gonna discuss in a future video, and let me check as well to verify that, yeah, to craft chaos relics you actually need voids and ice, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so right now you just keep the jewels and the acrads and you wait until you have enough ice, but not to craft your relics. The next priority should be the accessories, with a priority. In our case, I think this should be the priority, as we can't farm it anytime soon. And you might be lucky and drop an eternal ring from the spot that I have already showed in Everfrost, the first location. And if that happens, it might be 1000 CP, almost 1000 CP, it's a lot. And by completing all the eternal accessories, you will obtain, and in general eternal gear, you will obtain tons of those, right? So, as you see, another goal is to boost our voids and farming, and in order to do that, we have to also, besides farming more time in Everfrost, find other sources like the thing that I'm gonna showcase in the future videos, which is a monthly content. Actually, the month is about to end, so we have to speed up on that as well. I'm sorry, here, this location over here, 40,000 CP, my saved location as well. We got also 5 arrows as you saw, and we haven't yet completed the weekly quest, so there is more to do. Well, I think we had enough for today. It's 1 hour and 30 minutes of content. Let's hope that that video was helpful for you in order to understand how the CP process works, how to get CP, alright? Of course, the bread and butter of this game for free-to-play players is this thing over here, your resources, right? Every single thing that you see over here in your wealth, as it's called, is very important, besides the ocean coins, which is dead content. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. The ocean coins, which is dead content. Everything else, Edana coins. Medals. Well, the mileage points as well, it might be a little irrelevant, but everything else above in the wealth, Edana coins. Dark coins, Hadum coins, constellations, boss stamps, ancient tablets, and black pearls, and silver of course. Sorry that I clicked that, and silver of course. All of those are the linked materials, everything links with each other. for you to get more combat power. This is what we are going to do actually in this game. This is the plan. Like, increasing the efficiency of those materials will lead to getting more stuff to increase your CP. I'll just give you an example, right? If, for example, this character can farm 200k boss stamps per week, what can you do with the boss stamps? As I've mentioned earlier, let's go to the boss stamps so you guys can see it. All right, what can you do here? All right, what can you get if you have 200k boss stamps, for example? Of course, those things over here that you can sell later to the market for 6.5 billion each. But initially, you want them to craft your crystals. You get silver, and you can use the silver in the market to buy everything that you want, literally everything. Of course, irrelevant materials, those gonna be relevant in the near future. What you do care about, of course, it's the passive knowledge, the CP. Those ones that you can sell or use them for progressing your account. Silver and 10 cent gold coins, which basically converts into materials for your black spirit. Alright, you can fit here and get more stuff. Additionally, you can get dimensional fragments. You need those to enhance, as I showcased at some point. Anyway, let's go from here to enhance your gear. You see you need those ones, and you get a lot of magical residue. Keep in mind that when you finish everything to plus 100, this thing sells a lot to simple merchants. So you'll see having on you a lot of those magical residue, and you will be like, okay, everything is 100. What should I do with this now? You just sell it to the market, so it's more silver for you. I did this comparison so you can understand. For example, my main can farm maybe 1 million boss stamps per week. Maybe more actually, maybe 1.2. Alright? So in comparison with a character that can farm only 200k, you can imagine how much different that might be in the end game. Alright? Because I can grind so much silver in order for me to progress higher my account. And you'll need silver for everything. And this is one of the most important resources for free-to-play players. And even for me right now, I haven't yet decided how we're gonna play our silver. So this is why we're keeping it until I feel like I will find a decent strategy for us to use it, alright? For now, we'll just spend a little to help us progress small tasks or boost a little our family CP, as you saw. For example, here, I'm gonna dispatch now. With those changes that I've done, we've actually hit it 152,000. Before this video, I was on 130k. So we've got 20k CP. This opened up because I could complete up to level 45. Alright, as you see now, I can complete up to level 50. So every day I can get more things. And I can also dispatch Ali now. Family dispatch is available from 150k. So now I can do this. Also, Path of Glory, I was able to clear level 17 previous week. Now I can go up to level 18. One more level. I don't have yet enough, but if I do everything that I've mentioned, maybe we can hit the 210k. Alright, so I can grind 2 more levels next week. And it goes like this. Very straightforward, I assume now, with me explaining everything. That's it for me. I don't want to bother you anymore. I'm not gonna speak ever again for CP gains, alright? This is why I did this dedicated video, so you guys can understand how you should play your character. I'm gonna mention though what I've done, alright? If I present you a new strategy, of course we're gonna discuss about those things, but I'm not gonna do small talking about progressing your character and getting CP. Stay sharp, happy grinding. I will be off for 2 days probably for Christmas, and the next day spending time with my family, so having a 1 hour and 30 minutes to watch feels comfortable enough for 2 days of content, since I won't be here. Happy grinding, stay sharp, and until next time, see ya!